gonna talk about laughing because you're gonna make me laugh. You're gonna make me laugh. I'm trying to just read the article seriously, okay? So she says, Jorna says, the witch article got me crying. This is literally my brain right now. This SpongeBob meme is my brain right now. Half of me wants to cackle to the high heavens because I'm thinking like, a witch from Etsy? Like, to me, when somebody says they're a witch on Etsy, like, I think you're just like one of those little pagans who thinks you can sprinkle cinnamon on something and you're doing something, you know? I'm thinking you like a lower tier person, right? Like, I'm thinking you one of those white girls with dreadlocks. I'm not thinking you're anything serious. Like, clearly, one of those people that she talked to wasn't just new to this. They were true to this. Like, I must say, I have a bit of a hierarchy when it comes to witchcraft. Like, for me, the African witches get the highest respect from me, then the Caribbean, then Louisiana, then everybody else. You know, everybody else is kind of down here for me. And especially if you're selling your services on places like Facebook Marketplace and Etsy, like, you are lower than low to me. I think, like, bro, what? Now I have to take that back. Now I gotta take that back. I was not familiar with your game, Etsy witches. I guess y'all deserve some respect too. Dang. Oh my goodness. Wow. Like, because I've been hearing for ages that there are witches trying to take down Trump. And at first, you know, I was laughing at them because I was like, yo, I don't think their hexes are working. But you know what? We've been slowly seeing his declining health. We've been seeing the blistering hands. We've been seeing him wearing these shoes that are apparently to stop falls. We've been seeing him looking rather frailer than usual. Like, we're slowly seeing signs, you know? And to be fair to the witches, you know, there's a lot of Christians praying for Trump's health and well-being at the same time. So, you know, there's probably a lot of counter activity in the heavenly realm. Yeah. Girl, this, I'm trying so hard. Like, half of me wants to cackle, and half of me is like, this is some serious, like, I don't want to say demonic, but what other word can I use? This is like some serious demonic warfare happening in the spirit realm. Can you imagine calling a hit in the spirit and seeing it come to pass? Hi. Some of you play too much. Not you specifically, Jordan. I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the person who's behind this article. You play too much. You play too much. Okay? You play too much. Because what do you mean? You out here calling hits in the spirit. You called his soul and it came to collect. I know you, in the article, she goes on to say, I'm going to keep reading it. In the article, she goes on to talk about how, oh, she just wanted him to get a zit. And oh, she just wanted him to have a shoe not fit or whatever. Girl, you decided to enlist not one, not two, but three. Trois, tres. Trece. No, not trece, tres. Sorry, my Spanish is a little rusty. Hana Dulcet. Three witches. You called three in to do the job at once. No, you wanted something to happen. You didn't want just something small. You wanted something big. I don't think you wanted to do this big, but you definitely wanted something big. Oh my God. I have so many screenshots right now. Let's keep going. Let me try and get the article, reading it again. Yo, this is crazy. Okay, so for those of you who didn't come to the beginning, I should have said this at the beginning. I'm reading the article that I read earlier. Click on the comment. It should take you back to the video where I started the article. This is now the second half of the article. Hopefully I'll finish it this time. Okay, so let's read from, I'm just gonna start from the top of the page. So this lady's basically going on Etsy to purchase curses from witches and directing it to Charlie Kirk. This article was published September 8th and Charlie has passed on the 10th. Let's keep reading. So it says, then I found the crown jewel, the sugar honey iced tea your pants spell. Review, it really worked. Thank you. At this point, it was clear I'd need to order multiple curses at different severity levels and price points to guarantee results. After placing my first spell, quote, make everyone hate him, I was left with more questions than answers. How long would it take to kick in? Should I have splurged for a pricier spell to make it work faster? Shortly after, the witch messaged me trying to upsell me a $50, quote, spell booster. When I asked what it did, she explained that it would, quote, amplify the energetic support, end quote, of the main spell, or else I could let it unfold in its natural timing. I decided to trust the witch's will. Next slide. For the, quote, powerful hex spell, I had to provide Kirk's date of birth for, quote, accuracy. The witch performed the hex, but her response was unsettling. I just completed your spell, and it was successful. You will see results, the first results, in the... sorry, my reading skills are terrible. I had 2 late nights in a row. My bad. Okay, quote, I just completed your spell, and it was successful. You will see the first results within 2 to 3 weeks. However, I did notice disturbances, negative energy not only from you, but projected at you, likely from toxic family members, co-workers, or new acquaintances. Whoever this witch was, this is the witch. This is the witch that did it. This one is the one who did it. Let me keep reading. I panicked. I replayed my recent encounters. The barista at my coffee shop, she's always rude, so probably not. Then I read the rest of the message. Quote, would you like to purchase a protection spell? Another upsell. These witches weren't just spellcasters, they were saleswomen. And they perfected the, in parentheses, dark art of the deal. Interesting, art of the deal. Love the double entendre. I reached out to a third witch, Priestess Lilin, for clarification. She explained, quote, the differences in prices aren't really about, quote, better or faster magic, but rather the complexity of the spell work, she told me in an Etsy message. Some workings are small, focused on intentions with minimal tools, while others are more intricate and involve rarer ingredients, more time, and sometimes repeated castings to build up and direct the energy for our clients. Next slide. I wonder what ingredients she used to curse Charlie. A MAGA hat submerged in flames, an IUD, and if enough people cursed a single person, would the results be stronger? When I asked her if she'd noticed more political figures being targeted these days, she said yes. Quote, clients often turn to spells when they feel unheard or powerless in the usual systems. Our magic becomes both a personal release and a way of reclaiming control, she wrote. Whether the target is a boss, an ex, or a public figure, the underlying current is the same. People want to shift the energy in their lives and the world around them. Next slide. And here I was, in the year of our Lord, 2025, staring at my computer, chatting with a witch on Etsy about the state of the world, hoping that somewhere between the cosmos and the internet, justice would be served. The aftermath. The next day, the priestess sent me her proof of cast, a photograph in flames, the edges slowly curving inward, engulfing Charlie's ridiculous, scrunched up little face. She whispered, I imagine, in brackets, trust the unseen, quote, chills. Next slide. So let's see if I can get to just before that last paragraph. I timed the purchase perfectly with the August new moon in Virgo. According to the astrology girls on TikTok, this specific new moon is the perfect time for forming new habits and aligning goals. My personal goal, cursing Kirk. The stars were aligned. Sunday, August 24th passed. Nothing. Monday, still nothing. Tuesday rolled around, and I began to wonder if I'd been scammed. But then I reminded myself, this is witchcraft, not Amazon. The forces operate on their own schedule. Next slide. By Wednesday, I checked Charlie's socials to see if he was sprouting anything new. And of course, he was. This time he was weighing in on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement, tweeting, young women should get married just like Taylor Swift is planning to. You will be happier. Then, on an episode of the Charlie Kirk Show, he told the Taylor Swift to reject feminism, submit to your